back for part two. I told y'all was finna get a part two. There's still a lot more cars left. But we was rolling up on like, what, 50 minutes worth of footage? This ain't no production. This ain't no movie going on here. This ain't no biopic. I'm just letting y'all get to know a little bit about me. What was the last question now? Okay, so I gotta go to yellow. If y'all like me doing stuff like this, like just answering questions and just being like super candid and just raw and uncut, let me know and I could get another one of these games. Because once I go through all of these questions, which I might do a part three, I might let this go up to like 20, 30 minutes and then just cut it off. Maybe do a part three at a different time and just finish the rest of the questions. It's an idea. It's a thought. If you could see if you could see a statistic or number floating over people's heads like in a video game, what would you most want to see and why? Statistic or number floating over people's heads? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna do numbers floating over people's heads, like in a video game. What would you most want to see and why? How many of us have them? Like how many chances am I gonna give them to try me, or how many chances am I gonna, have to forgive them, or, yeah, like stuff like that. Like, give me people should come with a warning label. What are your guilty pleasures? I love food. Like right now, I could go for a hoagie. I'm pretty sure I could eat a hoagie, an Italian hoagie every night with some hot fries, a matcha green tea, maybe like 2 donuts on the side, not 2 donuts, 2 bananas on the side. I'm thinking about bananas and I said donuts. 2 bananas on the side and maybe like a donut or something. Maybe not eat it all, but I do love my Chinese teriyaki chicken and broccoli, you know what I'm saying? Like my guilty pleasures. I love me a good old drink. Hello, my Pink Whitney, I made a plan. I'm gonna try Casamigos for my birthday. Never had it before, and I'm a record it just for y'all. What is one thing you would do if there were no repercussions? God would not be pleased if I answered this question. It said one thing. If there were no repercussions, ooh, perfect. I would eat whatever I want. Ain't no repercussions. I could eat fried food every day and not have to worry about nothing. I could drink every day and not have to worry about nothing. If I could have one wish, that's what it would be. Oh my goodness, I love that question. Everything. What do you believe are the most important things for a relationship to be successful? Loyalty, honor, and respect. What song puts you in your feels? And I will go from faith to faith, from glory. We will stop there because y'all ain't finna copyright me. No, ma'am. Ask a bold question that you have always wanted to. To who? Do you see anybody here? All right, so let me go another yellow one because that one didn't really count. That would have been a good question had I played this game with who I wanted to play it with, because I would have asked the question they was not ready to answer. Okay, what are the best and worst excuses you've heard? It depends on the subject. What? Man, best excuse? I was working, or I was at work. Worst excuse? I'm just now seeing this. Talking about like a text message or something like that, or a notification from me. Ooh, what are your thoughts on unsolicited advice? Mind your business. Sometimes a person is not calling you venting to get a response. They're just calling to get it off their chest. Read the room and mind your business. Okay, that says ask a bold question that you've always wanted to. So, what is the raunchiest thing that you have ever seen? Raunchiest thing that I've ever seen. Raunchy is like gutter butt, right? Like raunchy. That I've ever seen. You know when no, I'm not gonna say that because I don't know if YouTube gonna be like, don't say that. Um, I wouldn't say it was raunchy. I quite enjoyed it, but I'm gonna use this as an example. When I used to be in high school, you know, I was in the Spanish class, and this guy I had a really big crush on that I've seen as an adult. He never knew I had a crush on him though. I would take him down though. Anyway, he used to like here and there like flash to class and. Ooh, child. Would you or have you ever intervened to help a stranger? Yeah, I worked in customer all my life. Not worked in customer all my life. Worked in customer service all my life. So that was basically my job. I don't know these people. What would you do? What would you do if you thought I was making a? What would you thought if you? What would you do if you thought you were making a bad decision? And in most cases, I know I would be making a bad decision, and I would do it anyway. Well, not even in most cases, I would like be like, don't do that. Like it'll be times I have like food cravings, and I'd be like, no, you said you were gonna cut back on that, so I would have to like force myself not to do it. It's sometimes hard to like not give into temptation, but it's all about being a Christian. You have to. That's the point. You like it's there to tempt you. You know, you gotta. It's a test. How do you feel about pet names for your significant other? I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't call me babe. Don't call me boo. Like, and the thing is, if you do, I don't. Okay, Dr. Seuss. If you do, like, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, don't call me that, like, be rude about it, but hopefully we would have that conversation before that even like starts. Cause I don't find that to be cute at all. Cause I'm not gonna call you nothing but your name. I don't even like giving a person like, or calling them by like their nickname. I'm like, you're grown. You're a grown man. Uh, what are the best and worst traits that someone can possess? Being a liar and oh, I don't say two. I don't know. Okay, so best. Okay, so worst: being a liar, being a disloyal, and being disrespectful. And the best would be being loyal, being respectful, and being honest. Period. What do you think is more impactful, environment or genetics? Environment. Because you could like be a certain way genetically, and you know the environment has a way of opening a person's eyes to new things and make you want to change, open up your mind. Um, how will you describe your relationship with each of your parents? My father died before I was born, literally a year before I was born, and my mother distant. It was distant, misunderstood. I think on both parties. I don't think we definitely didn't understand one another. Um, R.I.P. Mommy. Um, describe your relationship with your siblings. Oh no. Woo! See, y'all know I'm honest. You know, all three of y'all. Okay, so I have two half brothers and I have one sister. We can go down the line. We can go from oldest. No, we can go from youngest to oldest. My younger sister, we we didn't get along growing up, like, but I made an attempt, when our mom passed, and it just didn't work out in my favor. Why do I have like, child? Y'all ain't telling me I have this black stuff on my hands from these cards. Like what? Did they just print these when I ordered it or something? I have another brother. Well, one of my half brothers, my younger one, he's actually my age, but I'm older than him. Again, when I met him in seventh grade, and we hit it off great. It didn't end well. We're not gonna get into that. I did something and it went left. I did something, and it went left, and I did something. Let me put it like that. When somebody playing with you and you like, I'm not playing, and then you gotta, yeah. So anyway, and then as an adult, I tried, and again, it didn't work in my favor. Yeah. My oldest one, still figuring it out. I don't know any of them that well, to be honest with you. So if I did make up with my younger brother and sister, it would be like starting anew. Like, it's kind of like meeting a stranger almost. I don't know them, I handled that well, but I could have been messy. But anyway, what gets in the way of you loving yourself most, and when do you feel most loved? I feel most loved when I'm talking to my aunt. And what gets in the way of me loving myself most is me. I get in my own head a lot. Like self-doubt, and potential failure and fear. What does love look and feel like to you? Love feels familiar. Love feels amazing. What does it look like? It looks like my future. How about that? Nice and bright. Bright like a diamond. Get into it. How old would you think I was if so I'm gonna get a remix. The question says how old would you think I was if you didn't know my age? Some people think that I'm older than what I am. Some people are spot on. Some people give me like 30s. Some people think I'm like when I get carded, they clearly think that I'm like younger, or they know I'm young and they just want to make sure. But I sometimes get like early 30s, like late 20s, which I am. I'm 27. How old would you think you were if you didn't know your age? I would give me like 25. I would give me 25. Yeah. Or like early 30s. Like if you talk to me, like early 30s. I got an old soul. This chair's starting to get uncomfortable. What do you dream of and why do you dream about it? My dreams are never consistent. My dreams are never consistent. Like, my dreams are always random and they almost never make any sense. So I couldn't answer that if I wanted to. Well, I guess that was the answer. What do you think? Well, it says, what do you think I dream about? But, I mean, all right. What do you think what do you think my theme song should be? I don't know. I mean, I can not subscribe. I can describe it. Like, I feel like it would be like something upbeat, a lot of bass, like kind of like a twerk song, but a little pop to it, like a, like pop your shoulder, you know what I'm saying? A little snap. A little something like that, Is it ever appropriate to blow someone's phone up? If it's an emergency. I was about to say no. But if it's an emergency, like you're in danger, absolutely. Blow their phone up. What is the most intoxicated you have ever been? You guys, that is so intrusive. Like, oh my goodness. I'm sober right now. Like, does that count? No. But I was at a Halloween party when, like, my younger 20s, and it was my first time trying jungle juice. To this day, I cannot tell you all that's in it. It's a lot of different liquors, and it tastes just like Kool-Aid. I kid you not. It tastes like juice, Hawaiian punch. I don't even know if that's even in there. But honey, I was throwing those cups back. I at least had like 3 cups. I was slumped. I ain't never been that drunk in my life. Since then, before then, even though I can be if I wanted to. Like, I didn't know that was gonna get me tore up like that. Like, I'm talking about I was at the party and the DJ had to leave that first night, so we had a part 2 to the party. I didn't get messed up to part 2. And I didn't even realize that it was probably because I was so uncomfortable around all of these hood people. I'm very much suburban. You hear me speaking. I'm not hood by any means unless I get upset. Then the script flips. Okay? But yeah, like I couldn't even move. I was texting my mom. I was, she was pissed. What is the dumbest thing you have ever done while intoxicated? Oh, okay. The deeper the deck is getting, the more personnel it's getting. I'm okay. The dumbest thing. I used to go to the club every Friday, and keeping it clean for YouTube, I had a lot of physical interactions with men. All right. When was the last time? Because I'm getting flashbacks. When was the last time someone broke your trust? What happened? Oh no. Today. And without getting too specific, I was on the phone with someone and they gave me some information. They didn't even know that they were telling on someone, but I put 2 and 2 together and I'm like, you've been lying, but it's okay. It's all good. Did they ever earn your trust back? Why or why not? They don't even know I know that they lied. Or that I know that I know what I know. So they haven't lost it. They never had it. Want to keep it 100. Would you rather date someone with vast sexual experience or a virgin? They gotta be experienced. I'm not about, I don't have let me tell you something. In homosexual sex, you have a giver and a taker. To be a giver is a lot of work, and that is what I have experience with. I've never been a taker, and a person who's like, oh, slow down. I don't have time. No. I need for you to come on in the room knowing what you're doing. I ain't got time for that. No virgins. No virgins. If you're a virgin, that's fine. But I don't want no virgin, okay? That's for the birds. What level of experience would be ideal to date? Level of experience. As far as sex? I guess level of experience, like all of well experienced. Like I'm given very much seasoned. I want you to know what you want. And don't entertain me if I'm not giving it to you. Because, yeah. It's not fair to you or me. Who is the most remarkable person you know? My Aunt Janine. Ain't even gotta think about it. And answer ain't gonna change. That's my homegirl. Do you wish you were like them in any way? Yes, I do. When I grow up, I can't sing the song. I need to stop referencing these songs. All right. I love how patient she is. I love how social she is, how nice she is, how knowledgeable she is. She's very knowledgeable. I lean on her for a lot of my indiscretions. And it's not all bad. Sometimes it's good stuff, and I just want to know what she thinks about an outfit or a pair of shoes or jewelry or a wig or like I want to be in the same, like I want to be what she is to me to someone else. When I get older. Do you compartmentalize friendship? What does that compartmentalize? I heard this word before. Compartmentalize. I guess I can't answer that question because I don't know what compartmentalize means off the top of my head. Do you have friends you can be the most authentic self with? Yes, my only friend is my aunt, and yes, I'm 100% myself through and through. I pride myself on being me 24/7 anyway, regardless of who I'm around or where I'm at. And if you don't like it, you can kick rocks. Don't care. What is your ideal flirt to roast ratio? I follow your lead pretty much. If you keep it flirty, I keep it flirty. If you start throwing shade, I'm not gonna stop. Like if you start throwing shade and it's even like one thing, like I'm gonna feel like you opened the door to somewhere you ain't had no business, and you lurking in unexplored territory, and I'm gonna have to swat you with the fly swatter, okay? And get you together real quick. And you're never gonna see it coming. They never do. Like they be looking at me like, oh, and I'd be like, yeah. How would you describe your first crush, and did you ever make a move? Who was my first crush? We gonna do my first guy crush. It's a first crush, but we ain't talking about. I don't do girls. I don't do fish. Yeah. My first guy crush. It don't say who, do it? How would you describe? Oh, okay. I was in second grade, and he was always like, let society tell it, he probably was flirting with me because he always used to like mess with me and like try to like get on my nerves and just get my attention. No, I never made a move, but I think I was like subtly flirting. Like, I mean, at such a young age, I didn't really know how to flirt. So I knew I had a little crush on him though. I believe he was my first crush. I believe so. Like, it was so many different options for me. What do you think your red flags are? My temper, my sharp tongue, um, my attitude. I have a really nasty attitude, and it's like I'm not gonna say it's my way or the highway, because we can compromise, but just don't make it all about you and like what I like. If I feel like my feelings aren't being taken into account or I'm being played with, you're gonna have a problem. What do you think your green flags are? A lot of men that I've dealt with don't even notice about me because they don't get the time to. But like I'm extremely loyal. I'm a hopeless romantic. Like I would love to decorate like like a whole little Valentine's Day spread or like for your birthday and I'm a really good person to talk to, to vent to, and I'm really as sweet to you. I really will be as sweet to you as you are to me. Most people don't even know that. Would you describe yourself as more of a optimist, realist, or pessimist? I'm honestly a little bit of both. Well, all three. I would say I'm naturally optimist, but I'm gonna say I'm a realist if any one of those three. Which do you wish you were more of? I wish I was more of an optimist. I mean, I'm always hopeful, but I wish I was more hopeful. That way, that self doubt that I have would just go away. You know? Which do you wish? Okay, I just repeated the question. All right. How important do you think time is for relationships? Extremely important. Like quality time is everything to me. Like I ain't gotta see you every day, but can I at least see you like 3 times a week for long periods of time? Like I need my personal time. And if you feel like, you can't give that to me, then I feel like I can't entertain you no more. What is the fastest you think you could fall in and or out of love? I think I can. I never been in love. Well, it's asking what I think. I could fall in love probably within like 6 months, and I can fall out of love way faster than that. Because if you're like boring or it's way too many red flags, I'm not getting enough attention, you a liar, you a cheater, you gotta go. Ain't no if, ands, or buts. All right. Oh, I already answered that question. What is the best way to give you criticism? Be respectful. Be respectful and choose your words wisely because if I feel attacked, I'm going to attack. And it won't have nothing to do with no criticism. I'm just read you all the way down. Okay? I'm gonna make you feel how you making me feel. Like just come correct, be respectful, choose your words wisely, act like you want me to receive it in a positive way. That's all I ask. And also I don't want criticism from just anybody because some people's judgment I don't even trust. I'm like, you don't really have a strong leg to stand. Glass house, baby, glass house. What things do you think are too serious to be joked about? Kids, marriages, relationships, relationships like, romantic relationships. Well, no, I take it back. So marriages, um, kids, so two, um, character assassination, a person's character, um, and health. Like, don't come on now. So people get mad at somebody, and the first thing they be like, "Oh, well, you got why? Like, why? Acting like you can't do the same. Like, you can be in that same position. Don't forget that. Count your blessings." Um, which community, which community that you have been a part of, which community that you have been a part of, did you identify with most and why? Identify? Not one. I mean, naturally, you would think I would say the gay community, but I don't have no gay friends. And when I'm around gays, I don't necessarily feel at home. I ain't gonna lie to you. They kind of be doing too much for me. Um, what do you disapprove of the most about the government? That we don't get stimulus checks, or like people get child support, or are supposed to get child support. Okay, I think stimulus checks should be court ordered. We should get a stimulus check a month. I bet you they'll cut down on WIC, EBT, and child support. Cause you're gonna have that. You guaranteed a check. What would I do? What would I do? What could I do that could make me trust me more? Follow my instincts. If I know something wrong, just don't do it. Don't second guess myself. What actions could I take that would make me never trust me? What? What actions could I take that would make me never trust me? Um, Continuing to make bad decisions willingly. Um, what would you say is what would I say is my defining characteristic? My character. I do not play by my child. Don't try me. Ooh, excuse me. I'm a good friend too. I'm a really good friend, and if like I'm not even one of those people like to say like, oh, but if you get to know me, da 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 da. Like I put it out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you, it's all about the reception. If you don't receive it, I ain't nothing I can do about that. Um, what do you think your defining characteristic is? My personality. My confidence, my boldness. Like you don't see men walk out the house looking like this in broad daylight, but Javon does. I don't care if it's 9 in the morning or 9 at night. You can see all of this beauty. Okay, you gotta share it with the world. You know, I like to be generous. You gotta share. What do you wish people recognized more about you? Um, that I am approachable. Like you can talk to me. Like don't be scared. Especially these men, child. I get like they always like staring at me, and they be so scared to come up and talk to me. What do you think people do not recognize about? What do I think people don't recognize about me enough? How hard I work to look this good? Like what? They think I just slap on a wig and go. I mean, now some wigs I do. My throw on and go wigs like this one. But, you know, ain't nothing wrong with giving the person a compliment now. Don't be nasty. Do you believe there is a difference between loving someone and being in love? Absolutely. Absolutely. Loving someone is loving who they are as a person. Um, Being in love is, you can't see yourself without them. You know? In my opinion. And it asked me what the differences is, and I just said it. So, what are the most challenging things for other people to understand about me? Why? Challenging. I'm kind of sensitive. Challenging things. Like I mean, I think a certain way, not because I want to, but because that's just how I am. Um, yeah. What was the last thing you failed at? Um, I ordered a pre birthday dinner outfit and it totally flopped. I mean, child, the shirt was just a hot mess. It was too tight around like the underarm part, and then it was uh it was spandex and polyester mix, which like what the second I got it on, I was like you would have thought it was like 80 degrees in the room. Like I was just sweating bullets, and I'm like, I'm gonna have on makeup that day. What things did you love most about your younger self and wish you could get back? I used to be really nice. I used to be so nice. I think about that like not all the time, but like when I used to love how nice I was. I was such a nice kid. But I had to put that armor on when that bullying started in second grade. And now I didn't get the armor right away. I had to build it over the years. But I'm gonna tell you, by sixth grade, people start shutting up. You understand me? Cause but I used to be real nice. People took advantage of that though. That's what people do. Which of your traits do you value most? My character. Mm, um, what do you think what do I think I appreciate most about me? My character, my perseverance. I don't ever stop going. Um, well, I always keep going. I think that's, yeah. What do you appreciate most about yourself? Um, I got a good head on my shoulders. Tell me about your spiritual beliefs. I believe in God, Christian, all day long. How do you view yourself, and what kind of person do you think you are? Um, you know how like you'll click on a link when you go on the internet, and it'll have like that rainbow spinning wheel, like it's loading. That's how I feel. Work in progress. If you had to divide your life into stages, what would they be, and how would you describe them? When I was a kid, all I remember a lot, I just remember a lot of bullying. Um, when I was a teenager, I was coming into my own, and starting to express myself a lot more verbally and physically, like like in like my appearance and stuff. So I really appreciated that, that I was given that freedom. um and me as an adult, I'm established, and I'm on my way up. Like my head is I refuse to let anybody tilt my crown. Like I'm on my way to such a positive place. I could feel it. I can feel it. As a bold question. Oh. Oh, should I say ask a bold question that you always wanted to know? I can't. Ain't nobody heard of. What do I think my biggest weakness is? Letting fear dictate my decisions, or letting it overpower me. What do you think my most significant strength is? My optimism. What are some of your biggest regrets? Every man I ever slept with, every person I ever called my friend, um, every time I stuck my neck out there for somebody who I knew wouldn't do it for me. Um, yeah. Which of your accomplishments are you the most proud of? My place. I've kept my place for years, and I've maintained it. And keeping a job, holding down a job, is sometimes not easy, depending on who you are, how much patience you are, what your temper is like. The fact that, like I said, I keep going, and um, yeah. What are some things that you are insecure about? When I was younger, I used to be insecure about my body, like my stomach. But the funny thing is, I used to be skinny back then, but I never felt skinny. But now that I've thickened up, I'm thick and snail, like thick, like thicker than a Snicker. Okay, I couldn't even get it out. Thicker than a Snicker. Okay, I feel very much comfortable. It's giving very much. You can't sit with me, you know. What are some things that you are confident about? Who I am. Can't nobody tell me about me. You can't read me, baby. You can't tell me nothing I know about myself already. And because, like, if you do, the only thing I'm going to do is agree with you, because I already had that thought myself. You can't tell me about me. And I'm confident about where I'm going in life. Okay? To heaven. But before heaven, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be rich. Financially rich. I'm already rich in every other way. What subject matter do you think you are the most qualified to give advice about? Ooh. That's a good one, ain't it? Stay tuned for part 3.